Story time again. There are no notes for this lesson. Our first book for today is called The Dog Park. 9 dogs were playing at the park. Some more dogs came to the park. Then there were 11 dogs. How many dogs came to the park? Let's make a tape diagram to show this story. Start by showing the dogs playing at the park at first.
So we call this the read, draw, write method. That's what we're going to use to solve this problem. So the first step is to read the problem, and we need to circle any information that we feel is important, such as 9 dogs were playing at the park, and then there were 11 dogs. So what they want us to show first is how many dogs were playing at the park. Here's 9.
The story tells us 9 dogs were playing at first. That's the first part of our tape diagram. Then some more dogs came. That's the part we need to figure out. We know that there were 11 dogs in total. Let's complete the tape to show the 11 total dogs.
So now we're going to show how many we have to add to make 11. We know that we have 9 dogs to start with. So 9, 10, 11.
9, 10, 11. There were 11 dogs in total at the park. Let's fill in the addition sentence to match the story. The question mark is the number of dogs that came to the park. That's the number we don't yet know.
So we're trying to find what numbers go in our missing spaces in our number sentence. So the first thing that we circled or that we know is that there were 9 dogs at the park. So I'm going to start with 9. We aren't sure how many came to the park, but we know that after they came, we had a total of 11 dogs. So my total is what our number sentence is going to equal to.
Nine dogs playing at first, plus some more dogs that came, equals 11 dogs in all. So how many dogs came to the park? Complete the number sentence. Then complete the tape diagram.
So again, we know that our total dogs that were at the park is 11 and 9 were playing. So we are looking for the ones that came. We see 9 here, 9 playing, and we're looking for this number here. Here I have 1, 2. 2 dogs must have come to the park. So 9 plus 2 equals 11. Does that make sense? Does 9 plus 2 equal 11? If it does, then there's a good chance that you're on the right track. Very good.
Nine plus 2 more equals 11 dogs in all. Now our number sentence and tape diagram are complete. So let's answer how many dogs came to the park with a word sentence.
Our final step of the read, draw, write method is to write a word sentence. So we're going to look at what they're asking us. We are looking at how many dogs came to the park. As you can see, it's highlighted in the picture. So if we were going to write a word sentence, we would take what it's asking and we would rearrange it to make it a sentence. So how many dogs came to the park? Blank more dogs came to the dog park or to the park. And we said that was 2. So 2 more dogs came to the dog park.
We showed in the tape diagram that 2 more dogs came to the dog park. Nice work. It's time for another story. This one is about strawberries. 16 strawberries are in a basket for James and Emily. James eats 8 of them. How many are there for Emily to eat? So the story says that James and Emily started with 16 strawberries in a basket. Which picture shows 16 strawberries?
So they're giving us two answer choices. There's the first one and the second one. So let's see how many are in the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 strawberries in the first picture. Are we looking for 16 strawberries? Yes, we are looking for 16 strawberries. Let's double check on the second just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's definitely the first answer choice because the second one only shows 6 strawberries and we are looking for 16 strawberries.
These are the 16 total strawberries James and Emily started with. Let's show them in a tape diagram. First, let's put a rectangle around the strawberries James eats. Which picture shows this?
So what it tells us when we were looking for the information that we already knew is, well, one, there are 16 strawberries in the basket. And also, we learned that James eats 8 of them. So when we're making our tape diagram, we're looking for a picture that shows how many James eats. That's how many we're going to circle or put a rectangle around. So we're looking for the one that has 8 strawberries in a rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like the first one. Let's check the second just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, James ate 8 strawberries, not 6. So I'm going to go with the very first one.
This picture has a rectangle around the 8 strawberries that James eats. That's the first part of our tape diagram. The rest of the strawberries are for Emily. That's the second part. The story doesn't tell us this part, so we can show it with a question mark. And the whole tape diagram shows all the strawberries that Emily and James started with. Let's fill in the parts the story tells us. Fill in the tape diagram to match the story.
They want us to fill in this blank so that our tape diagram matches the story. So, blank strawberries and all. How many did we see it say were the total number of strawberries? 16. 16 strawberries are in a basket for James and Emily. So that is our total number of strawberries. We know that James eats 8 of them. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are the 8 strawberries that James ate. So what we're looking for is how many strawberries are left in the basket for Emily to eat.
There are 16 strawberries in all, and James eats 8 of them. So how many are there for Emily to eat? Fill in the subtraction sentence to match the story. Then solve.
Okay, so here's where it gets a little tricky, is coming up with our math sentence. How do we know it's a subtraction sentence? You should be able to look at this sentence, this word problem, and know that it's going to be a subtraction sentence. If someone eats something, do they go away? Or do they end up getting more and more and more? Well, when someone eats something, we know that it goes away. If I have one big cake and I eat 5 pieces of that cake, is my cake going to get bigger or smaller? Well, it's going to get much smaller. So if I had 16 strawberries in all and James took out 8 of them or ate 8 of them, well then I should know that I'm going to be subtracting. So I'm going to start off with my total, which is 16, and I'm going to subtract the amount of strawberries that were eaten by James. James ate 8 strawberries. Now we're solving for our answer. How many strawberries is Emily going to get to eat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like she's going to also have 8 strawberries to eat. So let's think. 16 minus 8. Is 16 minus 8 8? If it is, then you can be pretty sure that your answer is correct. And that is correct. 16 minus 8 is 8.
16 strawberries in all, minus the 8 strawberries James eats. That equals 8 strawberries for Emily. Now, complete the tape diagram to show Emily's part. Then, show the answer to our question in a word sentence.
Okay, complete the tape diagram. We're going to put down here the number of strawberries that Emily gets to eat. We said 8. She also gets 8 strawberries to eat. Complete the word sentence, it says. Emily gets blank strawberries to eat. That is the right part of your RDW, your redraw right method. So we're going to put an 8 here in this blank.
There are 8 strawberries here, so we can fill in our word sentence. Emily gets 8 strawberries to eat. Nice work with tape diagrams today. Continue to practice in the Tower of Power.